Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we dive into the most captivating ideas and books from around the world. Today, we're exploring the groundbreaking work Why Nations Fail by Daron Acemoglu and James A. Robinson. If you're ready to unlock the secrets behind the success and failure of nations, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Picture this: two countries, Nogales, Arizona, and Nogales, Sonora, separated by just a fence. Yet, on one side, there's wealth and opportunity, and on the other, poverty and struggle. Why? Why Nations Fail argues that the answer lies in their institutions. Let's break it down. The authors highlight two types of institutions: inclusive and extractive. Inclusive institutions empower individuals and create opportunities for all. Think democracy, secure property rights, and equal access to education. These foster innovation and economic growth. Extractive institutions, on the other hand, concentrate power and wealth among the elite. They limit access to resources and opportunities, leading to stagnation and poverty. Let's take a trip back in time. During the Industrial Revolution, Britain transformed from a rural society into a global powerhouse. This revolution was fueled by inclusive institutions that allowed inventors, entrepreneurs, and workers to thrive. This stands in stark contrast to the extractive institutions in the Spanish Empire, which focused on exploiting resources from their colonies instead of promoting innovation and growth at home. But wait, there's more. Extractive institutions are sneaky. They create a vicious circle where the elite fight to maintain their power, preventing the development of inclusive institutions. We see this in Zimbabwe under Robert Mugabe, where political power was used to suppress opposition and seize land, leading to economic collapse. But it's not all doom and gloom. The authors show us that history is full of examples where people fought back against extractive institutions, leading to more inclusive societies. Take the Glorious Revolution in England, for instance. The people rose against the monarchy, ultimately establishing a more democratic government with stronger property rights and more opportunities for all. So, how does this apply to the world today? Well, countries like South Korea and Botswana have been able to break away from extractive institutions and achieve prosperity, while others like North Korea and Zimbabwe remain trapped in poverty. It's a reminder that institutions matter and the fight for inclusive institutions is never-ending. The book also sheds light on the importance of a nation's history, culture, and geography in shaping its institutions. For example, the colonial legacy left by European powers in many African and Latin American countries has led to deeply entrenched extractive institutions. Understanding this context can help us appreciate the challenges these nations face in building more inclusive societies. Remember, institutions evolve over time, and creating inclusive institutions is a continuous effort involving multiple generations. Now, let's look at a fascinating case study from the book: China. The authors point out that China's rapid economic growth in recent decades has been fueled by a combination of inclusive economic institutions and extractive political institutions. China has lifted millions of people out of poverty through market reforms and opening up to the global economy. However, political power remains concentrated in the hands of the Communist Party, and there are significant restrictions on political freedoms. Acemoglu and Robinson argue that China's long-term success will depend on whether it can transition from extractive political institutions to more inclusive ones. This will be a critical test to see if the nation can continue to grow and prosper in the coming decades. All right, let's recap. Why Nations Fail teaches us that. 1. Inclusive institutions lead to prosperity and growth. 2. Extractive institutions create a vicious circle perpetuating poverty. 3. The power of the people can bring about positive change. 4. A nation's history, culture, and geography play a crucial role in shaping its institutions. 5. The case of China demonstrates the complex interplay between economic and political institutions in determining a nation's trajectory. Before you go, we have a question for you. Can you think of an example from your own country where inclusive or extractive institutions have had a significant impact? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. Thank you so much for joining us today, and as always, keep learning, stay curious, and until next time, happy reading.